Hi, good morning, guys. We have a full moon in the sign of Taurus tomorrow morning. So, of course, I am here to share with you everything I can about the energy of this and how it's going to affect us. So, first of all, today is Tuesday the 4th. So, this is tomorrow, Wednesday morning, the 5th at 8:19 a.m. here on the East Coast. And this is going to be a supermoon. It's going to be very large in the sky, very bright. It's also known as the beaver moon, and we've talked about that before. So, the areas of the body associated with this full moon that you want to guard against, be extra cautious of, are your neck, your throat, your vocal cords, and your thyroid. Okay, so certainly no surgeries. And guard against injury or overuse of these areas of your body. Now, and Taurus is fixed earth. Of course, the full moon is opposite the sun still being in Scorpio, which is fixed water. So, of course, those two signs are going to feel this the most intensely, but also the other fixed signs, Aquarius fixed air and Leo fixed fire. However, there are no aspects to Leo in this chart. So, Leos, unless you have placements in some of the other areas that are affected by this, probably aren't going to feel this as intensely as the other fixed signs. And the other ones that really don't have any aspects are Virgo, Aries, and Capricorn. Lucky you. However, just be patient with others. You might not be feeling the effects of this. You're going to look around and see a lot of people maybe behaving erratically, bizarrely, and now you know why. So be patient with them, all right? Because just because you're not feeling it doesn't mean everybody else is not, okay? So real quick again, Sun is in Scorpio, Moon is in Taurus, Mercury is in Sagittarius, Venus is still in Libra, Mars is in Sagittarius, Jupiter is still in Cancer, Saturn still in Pisces, Uranus still in Gemini, Neptune still in Pisces, and Pluto still in Aquarius, all right? So with the Sun and the Moon, even though this is a full moon, there are no aspects except for that opposition between the Sun and the Moon. Like I said, Leo is going to feel this less intensely of all those other signs because there are no other aspects to it. So that sun and the moon opposition, that's just a normal thing with a full moon. You might feel a push and pull between being grounded and wanting to be productive and being emotional at this time, okay? Uh, Mercury is in Sagittarius. So, in this sign, this brings a visionary optimism to communications. We're thinking and acting big under Mercury in Sag, okay? It is conjunct Mars, which is also in Sagittarius. So, this is going to give us extra energy, quick and decisive thinking. We want to watch out for impatience. That can sometimes lend this energy, all that fire can lend to a little bit of patience. So try to be patient with others at this time. Here's our first major challenge here. So Mercury in Sagittarius is opposite Uranus in Gemini. So this is going to bring some tension between tension and almost there's a smug intelligence and a need to communicate harmoniously. Okay, so we're really going to kind of feel that tension. Watch for bulldozing others with our opinions and ideas right now. Try to remain open to others' perspectives. All right, that is going to be the challenge. It is trying Neptune and Pisces, so this is going to help kind of balance that a little bit because it does help bring balance and graceful expression, sensitivity, emotional intelligence to communication. All right. So this might help negate any brashness coming from that last aspect. So now Venus is in Libra, which as like Venus loves being in Libra, the sign of balance, beauty, harmony, all of that. So this is balance and beauty. It is square Jupiter and Cancer, however. So this is where we want to guard against overindulgence in luxury and sensual experiences. Taurus moon loves all of that as well, being earth sign. So just guard against that. Don't overextend yourself emotionally or financially at this time because this aspect really wants us to do that, okay? Venus in Libra is also square Pluto in Aquarius. So this is going to bring some double-edged kind of energy here. There's intense emotion and passion. We want to watch out for controlling and jealous tendencies. But this does bring magnetic personalities to the forefront and the possibility to transform and heal ourselves through nurturing and creative and artistic expression. So certainly focus on that if you are feeling yourself a little bit just too on edge, or again, feeling some that ugly jealousy or control issues rearing their heads. So Mars in this chart is honestly, it's the biggest, it's the major player planet in the chart. And so it is really controlling the energy of all of this full moon for the next few days. So with Mars being in Sagittarius, it is trine Jupiter and in Cancer. So Mars in Sag energy is go, go, go. Let's do it. It definitely brings a sense of humor to everything. Quest for truth and adventure, love of freedom. It is in good aspect here with Jupiter and Cancer, with energy, optimism, enthusiasm for activity and movement. So sports, travel, and even higher learning are highlighted. There is a joyful, cooperative energy with this Mars trine Jupiter. It's also trine Saturn in Pisces, which is pretty awesome. So this is going to help kind of ground all of that energy with planning, with being consistent and deliberate in our actions, and trustworthiness. Like in everything that we do, this influence is going to help us with that, to help quell some of that more outrageous, like overly go, go, go Sag Mars energy. Now, we are coming up to another major challenge here, though, because there's an opposition. Mars is opposite Uranus in Aquarius. So this is going to have us feeling torn, a lot of us, between individual needs and the cooperation with others, all right? On the one hand, we're craving freedom. We have a fear of commitment or expectations put on us from the outside world. So on that hand, but we also understand the need to cooperate and to work well with others. So there's really a challenge there in finding that balance. So we're going to swing between kind of bold action and cooperation, and then withdrawing totally from all commitments and responsibilities. So the best way to work with this and to overcome this challenge is to set your intentions and then follow through. Have a plan, follow through. And some of these next upcoming aspects are going to help with that a little bit. So there is a trine to Neptune in Pisces. So this is highlighting our intuition, our empathy. We want to listen to these inner voices of ourselves to hone our sense of timing and effort for the best outcome and success for action towards our goals. All right. So trying to negate some of that kind of impulsive, just go, 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 fiery energy. You really want to hone in and to make a best advantage, take a best advantage of the timing of working towards your goals. And that requires listening to yourself. Don't listen to the forces outside you saying you're not doing enough, you're not moving fast enough, or like, we've already done this 5 years before you, what took you so long? Don't listen to that. Work within, okay? So now we have another really strong good aspect here, because there is a sextile with Pluto and Aquarius. The key words here, the takeaway, and this is going to help, reinforce getting things good or getting things done. Our keywords are strength, endurance, discipline, leadership, inspiration, and determination. All right. So again, you want to focus on those good qualities and work on honing those to overcome any challenges in this chart. So Jupiter is in Cancer, and it is trine Saturn in Pisces. So this also reinforces that sense of timing, judgment, patience, and responsibility. And we're going to it's going to bring success through working on honing these qualities in ourselves. There's also a trine with Neptune and Pisces. So this is going to help highlight our empathy and intuition. It's going to help bridge building and working with others. Again, working with cooperation and unity and harmony. All right. So again, these kind of good aspects are outweighing or helping at least counterbalance some of those other negative possibilities. All right. there is an opposition with Pluto and Aquarius. So, again, this is where the inner work needs to be done. We need to overcome the tension between our own, or I'm sorry, outer authority and the greater good and personal values and personal evolution and transformation, right? So there is a real desire here and potential for clarifying and reconciling our personal goals and values with the collective good. And as we're doing this through quiet inner work, again, it will inspire others to do the same. Now, remember, that is not the goal. That will be the outcome, but we're not doing it to impress or inspire others. We're doing it for ourselves. But by doing so, the byproduct is inspiring others to also make necessary changes. Okay. So Saturn in Pisces, this is conjunct Neptune. So this is, again, bringing that balance of imagination and structure. We want you to, again, reinforce those healthy boundaries we've created around our work and creative projects, okay? It's the same energy we've been working with the last few months. Just, again, inner work, reinforce the boundaries around what is good. And what is yours and what you are trying to accomplish. Don't let other people disrupt that. So Uranus is in Gemini. This is sextile Neptune in Pisces. Again, this is highlighting that intuition, your imagination, your creative and spiritual expression. Again, this is the same energy we've been dealing with those outer planets now the last few months. It is also trine Pluto and Aquarius. So this is continued energy and support for improving ourselves and the world around us through bold thinking and ideas, but a grounded sense of purpose. And finally, Neptune is in Pisces, and this is sextile Pluto and Aquarius. And again, this is that same energy of inner growth and collective healing. So that's where we want to go with this. Again, it is going to be intense because it's a super moon, and it is fixed Earth. So Taurus, fixed Earth, definitely can be a little disruptive at times, right? So charge your crystals, diffuse my Taurus full moon blend driven. You got to contact me for it, guys, unless you happen to see me out somewhere or you've already got your hands on some. And yeah, really do that inner work the next few days. Plot, plan, protect your boundaries, protect your peace, protect your pocketbook, Venus. And until next time, guys, bless be and namaste.